I laid in my bed that night, unable to sleep. The image of that flaming figure was burned into my mind and would not let me rest. I had asked Suma about it, and she had asked some of the other officials from the temple, but no one had any answers. I thought back to our conversation after we had left the temple. We were both shaken and concerned. "How did you know what it meant when it asked for a name?" I asked Suma, fluttering beside me. She landed on the shoulder that now bore a strange tattoo. I just had a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that the pairing worked. I can now summon you whenever I need, and we can talk to each other between worlds, Suma said. "How do you know? Is it the tattoo thing?" I asked, pointing my free hand at the markings. "Yes." She nodded her head. "Can I ask you something? Why did you choose the name Sentinel? Or better yet, where did you even hear that word?" I wondered. "Sentinel? It means Great One. I thought it fit," she said. "My world has that word too, you know. It basically means guardian or watcher," I told her. "Then I was right. It does fit," she said. It had been hours since Suma sent me back to my world, plopping me right back in the middle of my kitchen. I checked my watch as soon as I arrived, then checked the alarm clock in my room. There was a massive difference between the two. I'd been gone for 2 or so hours, but according to the clock in my room, no time had passed. Thoughts kept racing through my mind. How am I supposed to beat something like a Borog if I'm not armed? What if I'm summoned to fight in a war and I get someone killed because I'm not strong enough? I stayed awake all night trying to answer these questions, and more, but the only conclusion I came to was this: I can't ever be caught with my pants down. I began researching how to fight different kinds of animals, and the best ways to treat wounds in as many circumstances as I could think of. I made a list of supplies for everything from first aid to close quarters combat that was legal to own in my country. Shy of moving to America, where I could probably buy an AK-47 at Walmart, I needed a surefire way to deal with as many situations as possible. My eventual conclusion was that I needed something that I could quickly convert into a weapon after I was summoned, or learn how to manufacture the weapon in the other world so that I could keep it there. The conversion seemed easier, so I pulled a 3D modeling program to help me design it. The sunlight poured into my room from outside, just as I put the finishing touches on my design. In the course of 4 hours, I had gone through 7 ideas and attempted to build mock versions of them out of what I had laying around. I decided on what was essentially a kind of folding knife that could attach to a collapsible rod. I looked at my clock and decided that I could finish my project later, since it was my day off of work. Just as I laid down to sleep, I heard Suma's voice in my head. "I summon you, Sentinel." A magic circle formed my bed around my body, and I slowly began to disappear. I reached out and grabbed a pajama shirt and trousers, just before my hand disappeared.